All right, guys, in this video, we're going to learn about the surface area of a pyramid. So I hope that you've noticed we're taking the surface area of all the shapes that we've talked about and taking the volumes of these. So this time it's the surface area of a pyramid. The surface area of a pyramid is given this way. Surface area equals, there's that capital B, which represents the base area, the area of one of your bases, plus 1/2, capital P is the perimeter of one of those bases. And then this L represents the slant height. So we're talking about how this slants down, okay? How the slant is. Something like this, the slant of it, okay? So if we look at number 6 here, the base is a square. So to find my base area, I'm going to do 9 times 9, which will be 81 meters squared. To find the perimeter of my base, they're all 9, so I can do 9 times 4, which is 36 meters. And then I'm going to fill into my formula. Surface area equals the base area, which is 81, plus half of the perimeter, which is 36, times the slant height. Okay, so this is my slant height. Notice this arrow is pointing at this line right here. It's pointing at that line. So that represents your slant height. So this is your L right here. So that is going to be 10 meters. All right, we key all of this in the calculator. So we've got 81 plus 0.5 times 36 times 10. All right, that's 261. So our surface area is 261 meters squared for number 6. Okay, if we look at number 7. All right, so our base, it's a square here. So we're told that this is 20 centimeters here. Okay. And so if we look at our base area, that's going to be 20 squared, which is 400 centimeters squared. The perimeter is going to be that 20 times 4, which is 80 centimeters, because there's 4 sides. Then we don't know the slant height. See, there's an L there, so I don't know what that is. But it's drawn a right triangle for me. Notice right here, this represents a right angle, which means I have a right triangle. Now, the right triangle that you're looking at here, let me show you so you can see it well. It's this triangle that we're looking at right here. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So they've told us that this bottom side is 10. And they also tell us that this side over here, this arrow pointing here, means this side is 24. And I need to find the L. Now, the L is the side opposite your right angle, so that means this is your hypotenuse. So we can use the Pythagorean theorem to come up with this side. So it's going to be 24 squared plus 10 squared has to equal that L squared. Well, 24 squared is 576. You can put that in the calculator. 10 squared is 100. You can also put that in the calculator. Add these two together. That's 676. That's L squared. And then to get just an L, we take the square root of both sides. So that gives us that the slant height is 26 centimeters. Okay, now we can do our surface area. So our surface area is the base area, which is 400, plus half of the perimeter, which is 80, times that slant height, which is 26. Okay, and we're going to key all that into the calculator. 400 plus 0.5 times 80 times 26. Okay, and we get that our surface area is 1,440 centimeters squared. Okay, let's look at a couple of other examples. I'm just going to continue on to the next page that you have on your notes. So we're looking here at this problem. And you'll notice that we have a base, and this is 6. So we're going to do 6 times 6, okay? So our base area, 6 times 6, is going to give us the 36 centimeters squared. And then our perimeter is going to be 6 times 4, which is 24 centimeters. And then it does give us the slant height here, the L. So our surface area, and I'll write this again here at the top just so we'll have it as a reference, is the base area plus 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height. Okay, so our base area is 36 plus 1/2 the perimeter is 24 times the slant height, which is 9. Okay, we're going to key this in the calculator. 36 plus 1/2 times 24 times 9. That gives us 144. So we get 144 centimeters squared for that one. All right, let's look at this last one over here. So this time, we're told that this measurement right here is 3 inches. That goes with this line, okay? So this line is what's 3 inches. That means we don't know our slant height. We do know these two. They're both 8. So we can get our base area, 8 times 8, which is 64 inches squared. We can also get our perimeter, which is going to be that 8 times 4, which will be 32 inches. So we can do that. But we need the slant height. Now again, you'll notice here that you have a right triangle. So if this is halfway in between, that means this is going to be 4 since this is 8. So since this is 8, then that's going to be a 4. So we're going to have 4 squared plus 3 squared has to equal that L squared. So 3 squared plus 4 squared has to equal the side that's opposite the hypotenuse, or the right angle is your hypotenuse. So this would be 9 plus 16 equals L squared, which is 25 equals L squared. And then if you take the square root of both sides, that's 5 equals L. So we just found our slant height. Now we can do our surface area. Okay, the base area is 64 plus 1/2 the perimeter, which is 32, times the slant height, which is 5. And we can key that in the calculator. So 64 plus 0.5 times 32 times 5. Okay, that gives us 144 inches squared. All right, guys, if you have any questions about finding the surface area of a pyramid, let me know.